Hi, it's Liz, and I just had a thought about, well, I was reminded of a thought that I've had before. So, I used to be an alcoholic. I haven't had a drink since, or my sobriety date from alcohol is 1/15/13, so I'm a couple few years out. um, when I first got sober, I was in AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, and though I'm not in that program anymore, it was really, really helpful to me to get sober. And one of the ways that we speak about alcoholism in AA is that your addiction is to alcohol is cunning, baffling, and powerful. Okay? Cunning, baffling, and powerful. The way that I think about indoctrination into this society, like capitalism, whiteness ideology, patriarchy, being indoctrinated into this society, or indoctrination in and of itself, is like forcing someone to develop an addiction. So from birth, in this society, we are, even before we're born, you know what I mean? Because the indoctrination starts when you're being made and when you're inside your mom, right? So, our addiction to capitalism, patriarchy, and whiteness ideology is cunning, baffling, and powerful. That cunning, baffling, and powerful thing comes up a lot when we talk about in AA, when you're talking about relapsing. I can go to this party, or I can go to that store that sells booze and, be around all that booze, and it's not going to affect me. I can go to a club, I can go to a bar, I'm fine. And like that, there are times, some people are at a place in their recovery where that is fine, and you can go to a bar, and you could, like, at this point, you could, like, I could be at a bar and somebody could, like, take a shot right next to me, and I would not flinch. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It doesn't do anything to me. But there was a point in my sobriety where that would have definitely done something to me. And there is a thing that, that happens in addiction sometimes when you are like, where consciously you think, I'm not setting myself up to relapse, but subconsciously, yes, the fuck you are. Because you should not, like, if you're, let's say you've got 3 months of sobriety, and you shouldn't be going to a bar, babe. Because there's just too much temptation. But you could be setting it up, in your head, in your, like, frontal head, that you're totally fine. You have to go to a bar because it's for a birthday party, and you have to go see that person, and it has to be that, and it has to be that. And you're telling yourself all these things, all these reasons why you have to go to this birthday party that's at a bar. But you don't have to go to a birthday party at a bar. You're just unconsciously putting yourself in a position where you're going to relapse. And this kind of thing happens a lot when we are deconstructing, and decolonizing ourselves from patriarchy, capitalism, and whiteness ideology. Our addiction to these systems is cunning, baffling, and powerful. And, we can't free ourselves from these systems unless we free that core wounding, and so this is one of the reasons why I think it's so important to do your inner child healing first. Like, if you are a person who wants to save the world, you gotta heal your inner littles first, because if you don't, then all the world building that you're doing is coming from your addiction to capitalism, patriarchy, and whiteness ideology. An addiction that you haven't fully confronted, haven't fully divested. Like, you haven't done the work to unaddict yourself. And if you haven't done that, then all the work that you're going to be doing is going to unconsciously serve capitalism, patriarchy, and whiteness ideology. And the way to, like, fully, like, get that out is to heal your inner littles. So, yeah, heal your inner littles to save the world. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, bye.